Ron, once again, I want to thank you for your time today and the questions that you have been posed and answered. Really do appreciate it. Um,
Not privilege.
yes, we have one more. And that
Okay.
question is Ron, on the Mark Z channel, Mr. Cottrell has insisted he will put in the codes that will unlock the gold certificates for redemption. Is this true or is this something we should ignore?
Mark Z and Mr. Cottrell. Mr. Cottrell is a very integrous person. The Bushes stole $1 trillion away from him, the Bush family, and he's entitled to get that back. Now, when you talk about the codes, when somebody talks to me about codes, I say, well, the codes are for the central banking system. They're not for the quantum financial system. Quantum financial system has no codes, and that is that the gold certificates are part of the quantum financial system that does not require any codes from anybody. It's God consciousness, period, exclamation point. Line up with that, and then we'll have our talk. Because a quantum consciousness is a computer that does not have earthly connotations to it or subjected to anything on on the earth. Has nothing to do with that. The quantum consciousness has created the digital gold certificates in the quantum financial system, and there are no codes. So if you're talking about codes, you're talking about third dimension. So you're talking about the things that are not part of the quantum financial system. So there's some maneuverings there, if you understand what I'm saying. There's some maneuverings there from the dark side. He's having to deal with that. He's supposed to be getting that money and that central banking system's money. Well, the central banking system, if it's if you're entitled to your trillions of dollars, then that will be put into the quantum financial system and exchanged for gold certificates, which would then be usable by you, Mr. Cottrell. But you don't have any authority with your codes going into the quantum financial system. It's not that you don't have the right to get your funds, and that is appropriate. If somebody stole them, then they should be put back. But let me just say, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, Mr. Cottrell, I think his first name is Michael. Mr. Cottrell, Michael Cottrell, your funds will be given back to you, but your funds will go into the quantum financial system, receive digital gold certificates, and then you will be able to use your money if indeed this is all true. If your claim for the $1 trillion is true, they can't use it. It won't be there. Mark Z, you've had some other uh, dates that you have given, and so that makes me question where you're coming from. Not that I think you're a liar or anything like that. I just feel like you might be waiting for a time when the reality of what's going on is going to come to you, as it will to everybody else. So um, let's just say, Mr. Cottrell, you're not Michael. You're not going to be able to have codes for the quantum financial system. However, you can get your trillions of dollars by those people who owe you the money, putting it into the quantum financial system in exchange for digital gold certificates in your name. And that's the way I believe that it will work.
Okay. Excellent, Ron. That's a great way to end this series of discussion. So I want to thank you again and leave any time left here for any last minute comments that you may have.
We are changing. The world is changing. There's things that are going on now that I believe are major changes that are taking place. And let's be watchful. If we're told to get food and water and so forth for, some are saying a couple of weeks, some are saying a month. I don't think that that's appropriate to say it's going to be a month, or you have money or things for 30 days. Unless you're a bad person, then get as much as you can, but you're not going to be able to use it. The normal people on this earth at this particular point in time are not going to have tragic events happen to them as far as their finances are concerned. Most of the problems will be with the higher ups who think they have money and then they don't. But I don't think they're concerned about us having $100 here or there and causing us problems. Why would they do that to the rest of the world? The Alliance doesn't do that sort of thing. So I think we're being protected. We'll have some inconveniences. We might not be able to access our funds over the weekend or when the banks are closed, but they're not going to be closed for long. They're going to be turned into financial service centers. Not all banks, but the good ones will be. So how do you know if you got, just don't worry about it. That what you focus on is what you're going to get. So don't focus on it. I'm focusing on the reality that they love us and will take care of us, period. Whatever that means, it's up to them. But we're not targets for the bad guy or for the good guys. They will protect us. So with that said, let's just have an enjoyable life and continue on learning how to love and increase our love quotient and love one another, respect each other, and that will produce the greatest results that we're looking for. So I didn't mean to go on that long, but thank you, and love everybody. I love those who send their compliments. That's a great blessing for me to read some of those comments. So I greatly appreciate it. I love to know how people respond to the things that I'm trying to send out. And it's grateful to have that back. So, and thank you, Dom. Special thanks to you, brother, for all that you do.
Ron,
You're the man.
And we appreciate you and love you so much. So with that, everyone, have a great rest of the week and into the weekend. And we will be back with another series next week. Take care, Ron.
You're welcome.